says I'm streaming over there, but it's not. Hopefully, it will catch up. Hopefully, we'll catch up here on YouTube. Oh, it says we're live. Hopefully, we are. There we go. There we go. Yay. Alright, so they're both working in both destinations, so that's amazing. It's working for once. Hey, everyone. So, I just got a simple wreath that I got to do today to get shipped out. But we're basically going to design a wreath that can go in between a screen door and a regular door. You know, you have a lot of people, they want to put a wreath in between those doors, but they don't want to smash them, right? They're like, I don't want to put a regular wreath in between those doors and just smash it after I pay the amount of money that I pay for a wreath, right? So we're going to slim it down, make it thin, so that they can put it in between their door. I've done these wreaths on the lives here quite a bit, but we're going to make another one. So, as y'all come in, comment below. Make sure you sprinkle the love. Good morning, good morning. Y'all, it is like raining, damp. It's awful here this morning. Let me know how it is in your area. Do y'all see sunshine? I haven't seen sunshine in 2 days. It is getting depressing. So, as y'all come in, comment below. Let me know that you're here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all my greenery up. So that way it's just all cut up, ready to go. Alright, so we're just going to cut all this up. And then we're going to cut up our florals. Good morning, good morning. Alright, so we're just going to cut all this up. Look how pretty. I love this greenery bush. Love, love, love. Not sure how many people will have this morning. This is not a time I usually go live. I usually go live later at night. But I figured since I'm going to be down here working, I might as well just go live and hang out with you guys and chit chat. So, y'all can hang out while I design this beautiful wreath. Alright, so I did go to Michael's and I picked up a couple bushes. They do have their, like I paid $4.99 for this bush, which I thought was a good deal. Where in North Carolina? Because it is not, well, I see it now. It's starting to come out. I see it a little bit through the window there. It is coming out. But this morning and yesterday, it was awful. No sun at all. Oh my gosh. And it was rainy, damp, cold, awful. It was awful. Alright, so we're going to cut up 2 bushes, and then we're going to put white hydrangeas with this. So I've made one similar to this. You're in Lincolnton? That's not far from me. You're not very far. So yeah, the sun just came out. It is coming out, thank God. Alright. Alright, so now we have our flowers cut up. Now I'm going to cut my hydrangeas. I'm only going to put 5 hydrangeas on this wreath. Yeah, about an hour. Yeah. Like I said, you're not that far. Just up the road. Alright, so now we have our hydrangeas. So I have 5 of those. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start bundling, making bundles. Rain and wind in the UK. Kate. Well, hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow. It may come out today, but it may be tomorrow. And I do have one more bush over there if I need it. Okay, so all I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to zip tie this right to my ring. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up into the thicker part of my bush or the bunch that I made, and I'm just going to zip tie this. If your first time watching me, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you come in, if it is your first time watching me, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Please let us know in the comments below. Just like Annie, someone I know, right? Right? It will tomorrow. Tomorrow. Alright. Alright, so let's see, let's put 2. So I'm going to do 2, and then on my third one, I'll put a hydrangea. Hopefully that'll balance out. Thank you for sprinkling the love, friends. Thank you, thank you. And I'm just pulling this very tight. Alright, so now we're going to put a hydrangea in here. Okay, just like that. I am still going to put a couple of these forsythias in here. Now, if it doesn't balance out, I can still go back in and add my hydrangea wherever I need it. Now, once I get all of this on here the way that I want it, then I can go back in and fluff it out, okay, and make it not look so tight, right? Right now it just looks very tight, but once I get all of my stuff all the way around done, then I'll be able to go back in and pull all this out and fluff it and make it more uniform, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I have another one of these up here. I do. Just in case. I'm just going to grab this just in case I need it. We'll lay it off to the side just in case. Just in case. Hey Lee. Hey Charles. Hey everybody. Hopefully everyone is having an amazing Friday Eve, as I like to call it. Do y'all call Thursday Friday Eve? Y'all comment below. Let me know. Is it Friday Eve for you? We call it Friday Eve around here. Because, you know, thank God tomorrow's Friday. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. Do y'all feel that way? I'm going to put a larger one here in the back. And I'm just going right in between my center ring here, okay? Just going right in the center. So what happens, thank you for blessing my page. Thank you, friend. So what happens is once you start layering this, okay? Look here. Once you start layering this, it all starts to come together and it looks professionally done, okay? So you don't have those stems sticking out and all that, right? So look how good that looks. All right, so now we're on our third one, so we're going to include our hydrangea. Okay, and of course we're going to put So look how pretty this is. Right? Especially when it's payday. Right? That's always nice. When it's payday. I mean, I just don't understand why we can't get paid every week, right? Instead of every other week. Oh, thanks, Mary. Because, you know, a lot of places they pay you every 2 weeks. I'm like, what? Why can't you just give me my money, right? Alright. So we're gonna make. So we're just gonna keep going. So keep going. Guys, this is a very, very simple. If you don't want to do a mesh wreath, if you don't want to do a grapevine wreath, this is the easiest way to make a wreath. Let me just tell you, it's the easiest. You just make your little bundles and you just zip tie it on. Now, like I said, it does slim it down, so it's not as thick, it's not as over the top, but got 3 in the yellow bushes for. Awesome. But it does make a really nice, pretty wreath to slim down to go in between the screen door and the regular door. So I've been making this style of wreaths for a long time. And people just love them. They just absolutely love them. And they're not so bulky to ship. That's one thing I like. They're not so bulky to ship. So we have a lot of this done. So let me just fluff this a little bit so you can actually see what I was talking about. Once you get a lot of your stuff, all of your stems interlocked all the way down, you can start fluffing this, okay? And start bringing things out, okay? So that way it has a little bit more life to it, so it's not all So look at the difference that made just by fluffing that a little bit. Okay. All right. That, these. So it looks like I will need some more of these. So it looks like it's going to take 3 of those yellow bushes to fill this out. And I want it to be nice and full for my customer. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to add in the hydrangea. Add that right on top. So it looks like that we are going to have probably a total of 5 hydrangeas here, which that's what I want. I want a total of 5. So I will tell you that once you get this locked in with these zip ties, these stems will not come out. They are in there. They are in there. Y'all look how pretty this is already. Hey, Mary. I love that it's just flowers. So beautiful. Oh, thanks, Carla. Alright, so I will need another bush to finish this. But right now you're probably like, oh, it was a little weird. But I promise you, once you get it all the way around, it'll balance right out. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. There we go. Alright, so now we need to do 2 more of these. And let's put a 3rd one on this one. Alright. So again, I'm just getting that down in there really, really deep into my foliage so it all gets caught so it doesn't come out. Y'all, I forgot to put one of those in that one. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. So as y'all come in, comment below. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from, y'all. Let me know where you're watching from. Alright, so now we're going to add another hydrangea. And then we'll add another hydrangea right there. And y'all, it's going to be perfect. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning. So now, since I know that my Mevo is going to work on YouTube and on Facebook, I'm so excited. So if you're joining me over on YouTube, friends, sorry I haven't been over there to see your comments. I will say that I will have another tablet here on my next live so I can see comments on Facebook and on YouTube. But it was, my tablet was dead this morning. Let me switch over to YouTube, guys, and let me just say hello to our friends over there. Hey, Linda, Angela, Irene, Reba, good morning, everyone. How are you? Thank you for joining me today. If y'all have any questions on this, feel free to comment below and let me know so I can come back in and answer them for you. Y'all, look how pretty this is already. And, like I said, it's so thin. It's so thin. And if it gets, you know, smashed a little bit, it's not going to really, like, squish it a lot, right? But it's really thin, okay? It's really thin to go in between the door. So, that's what I like about this style of wreath. Alright, so it looks like, I don't know if I have another one. Let me see if I have another one of the... Oh, I did. I brought another one. Wasn't sure if I brought another one of these. I was like, oh my gosh. Can't have one little spot without the little balls. Okay, there we go. Alright. So it looks like that. I'll take this tag off. Can't have a tag on here. Then this wreath will be ready to ship out. go out today. Alright. Y'all, I have sold like 5 of these. Actually, I think this one is prettier than the first one I did, actually. Okay. Let's see. Yep, I think I can just put this here. And I think I'll be able to make this last one work here. Got one hydrangea here. Make sure we cut the tag off. Don't want that. Welcome, welcome from Idaho. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this back, guys. I'm just going to put this right down in here. Okay. Snug that in just like that. And then I'm just going to take my zip tie. And I'm going to feed it through the back and up. I just want to make sure that I get that bunch. Hey, Melly Mel. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. Isn't this darling? Y'all, like I said, just zip tie it right, and look at that. If I have any stems or whatever that is sticking out, I just want to go back in and just trim those off, because again, I don't want to scratch anyone's door. But just zip tie this right to your frame, and it slams down the wreath. And then I can just go back in after I'm done. Right? Because again, after you lay those on top of each other around the wreath and you're zip tying it, it secures everything down snug. Okay? Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in and I'm just going to fluff this out. Okay? Just going to fluff this out, bring some life to it so it's not all flat. You do not want a flat wreath. Flowers don't lay flat. You know, they grow toward the sun. So we want to bring some of this stuff out. For one, so make it look realistic. But also, two, it's going to give it some depth and dimension. Now, if your customer wants to flatten it out a little bit more, that's left up to them. But I like to have my wreath have a little bit of depth and dimension to it. Now, if you're worried about if the stems or would come out, you could go back in and just put a little glue on the back where the stems and all that connect into the zip tie. Just put a little glue there, just secure it. So, just for that peace of mind. So, that's totally left up to you. Another thing that I like about when I do wreaths like this, if I need to go back and add and zip tie or whatever, just say if I need a piece right here, I can just cut a small piece, guys. I can go right in right here and just zip tie that right there. Okay, so that's what I love about when I design a wreath like this, is that it's so easy. You ever use felt on the back? Okay, you can use felt on the back. I have not put felt on the back, but you can. I've never had an issue with this frame like scratching someone's door or anything like that, but the stems will, especially if it's a wooden door, and y'all know how expensive wooden doors are. So they're expensive. Okay, But y'all, look how pretty this is. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I do have a couple spaces that I can see, especially when it's hanging, that I want to go back in, and I'll do this after the live. I'll go in and just zip tie a piece here, a piece there on the inner ring so you don't see that. So, again, it's all about just the finishing touches with the wreath. But it's pretty much done. It just has a couple spaces that I need to put a piece of greenery here or there. So, awesome, awesome. So, if y'all have enjoyed this tutorial today, make sure that you give me a heart, thumbs up, a like, or a follow. Also, or subscribe to my YouTube channel over on YouTube. It looks so clean, I just wondering. Thank you. Absolutely. That's why I'm here, to answer all your questions. So, but you could put felt on the back. You could. But I just personally don't. And I just never had an issue, so, you know. But y'all, this turned out beautiful. Thank you for joining me from West Virginia. Thank you all so much. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. You all have a wonderful Thursday. Y'all, we have something to look forward to. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right? And I will see you all maybe later this afternoon. I have a couple more wreaths that I need to do to get out. So I'll come on and do those with you as well. So y'all have a blessed day. And I'll see you maybe tonight. Bye guys.